Edson Barboza versus Makwan Amirkhani just took place in the co-main event of UFC Fight Night Fight Island 5, Moraes versus Sandhagen, and what an amazing co-main event this was. Of course, this was not originally supposed to be the co-main event. Sadiq Yusuff was supposed to be fighting Edson Barboza. Makwan Amirkhani steps in on short notice, but what an amazing fight it was overall. You've got to give credit where credit's due. It wasn't actually that amazing. There were just really big and worrying moments on both sides that I really enjoyed, mainly on Edson Barboza's side, but Makwan Amirkhani showed us he's got heart, man. Even in the Shane Burgos fight, I know he got finished by Shane Burgos, but he kept getting back up against Shane Burgos. He didn't have to. He could have shelled up in a ball, took some extra ground and pound, and got the whole fight over and done with, but Makwan Amirkhani, on short notice, won himself the third round of the Barboza fight. He won the third round of the Barboza fight, and he looked good while doing it. Now, he didn't do much damage from top control, don't get me wrong, but still, I thought he could have done enough to win the third round. But then again, Edson Barboza still did good in the third round, so I don't even know what the overall scoreline was. Some people said there was a result of 29-28. I don't know how you don't give a 10-8 round in the second to Edson Barboza. He literally dropped him twice, clean as hell in the second. Fair enough, if he dropped him once, you don't want to give him the 10-8 because Makwan ended the round on top. But when you drop someone twice and put someone on the finishing doorstep, that many times, twice, cleanly, and he was also almost had submissions in that round as well. He was going for the Anaconda choke. I was praying to the gods. I picked Edson Barboza to win this fight by TKO in the later rounds. He got it done by decision because of how tough Makwan Amirkhani is, but still, I was praying to God while it happened. Please don't Anaconda choke him. That's the main thing Makwan Amirkhani has. That was the only way he was going to beat Edson Barboza. If Edson Barboza pulled off that Dash choke or that Anaconda choke, I think he went for both of them at two different separate moments in the fight. That's all Makwan Amirkhani has, Edson. Don't finish him with his own technique that he has. That's the only chance he can beat you. Don't humiliate him that much. And I was so glad he didn't get the submission win over Makwan Amirkhani. And I was kind of glad that it went to a decision because, listen, as much as I was rooting for Edson Barboza because I picked him and I picked him to win, Makwan Amirkhani, I wanted him to win. He's a younger guy. He's very marketable. He is very exciting to watch fight whenever he is on the good side of fights. He tends to be very good when he's offensive, but in the defensive realm, it doesn't seem to be so good. He just seems to get eaten up a little bit. He doesn't really have too many answers, and we noticed this in the fight. And I was saying this, if you want to check my full fight reaction live to the entire fight as it goes on, go to my channel now. It's probably in the last live streams. It'll be the last one that's up. Go check it out. Find it in the video. It's 6 hours long. You'll find it. You'll know what I'm watching when you click over the video. But still, Barboza just figured him out too early. And Makwan Amirkhani didn't really have too many responses. He just didn't have responses whatsoever. He had a check hook and he had a lead uppercut. And he landed both of them at times. Then in the second round, you could just see that Edson Barboza knew that he wanted to throw the check hook every single time he came forward. So what he was doing, he was faking going forward, seeing the check hook, boom, body kick, or boom, leg kick, or boom, straight right hand after faking a jab, because Makwan is throwing the same check hook every single time you come forward. So you just know what he's going to do every single time. Makwan Amirkhani, very good performance on short notice against Edson Barboza. Equal to the performance of Dan Ige. Dan Ige got his hand raised. Controlled the final round on the ground, got hurt badly in the second, lost the first round as well. It was a good fight though. It was a really good fight. I just thought Edson Barboza did more than enough, definitely. I'm so glad he didn't get robbed. Oh, Edson Barboza, if he got robbed in this fight, I might actually quit watching the sport of MMA, because in my opinion right now, the Felder fight should have gone to him so clearly. And so should the Dan Ige fight, 100%. He's on a 3-fight win streak right now, in my opinion. And he is. And I know that he's ranked at featherweight right now, and this is going to do him some favours in the rankings. Right now, he's number 14. I could definitely see them pushing him above Ryan Hall and Sadiq Yusuff up to number 12 or 11 or something like that. One thing that I think he should take on next, I know he's looking for opponents. If Jeremy Stephens beats Arnold Allen, Jeremy Stephens versus Edson Barboza makes sense. If Allen beats Stephens, Allen will be 8-0 at featherweight and will be ranked number 7 probably, so they're probably not going to do that one. But to me, Edson Barboza, I know he wants to jump up the rankings, but officially you did lose to Ige, so it's going to set you back a little bit. In my opinion, they should waste no more time in the featherweight division. Ige versus Burgos needs to be made right now for December. Put it on the December card, the Masvidal versus Covington card, or maybe even the McGregor versus Poirier 2 card in December. Who knows how good that card's going to be. Dan Ige versus Shane Burgo should be on the prelims of that card. Give the winner of that fight to Edson Barboza. The winner of that one will get a big jump into the rankings, maybe against a guy who's number 6, 7, 8 in the rankings. Then the winner of that one can get a title elimination bout or a shot against someone in the top 3. But still, it's going to take a lot of work to get Barboza back towards the title. He said he wants a title. He is so big for the weight class. I find it hard to find someone who's probably going to beat him. He's very susceptible to get caught on the chin, and he does slow down still in fights. This was not a high-paced fight for him. He was easily winning. Makwan was putting little to no pressure on him whatsoever in the first 2 rounds. Still managed to gas out and give up a takedown in the 3rd round and end up on his back for like 3 minutes. That's just kind of how Barboza rolls, you know. He's just so explosive. There's no way he can keep it up for 3 rounds at the same pace. But still, great matchups. I think him versus the winner of Burgos versus Ige would be an amazing matchup as well. Co-main event of a fight night easily, and a good one at that as well. But yeah, those are the matchups I want to see next. But yeah, Makwan Amirkhani just not active enough. You've really got to break Barboza. You've got to go out there, put the pressure on him and make him worry and make him scared. Makwan just kind of looked at him and accepted kicks and shouldn't have. Like, he should have been putting the pressure on. But to be fair, when he tried to put the pressure on in round 2, he got smacked upside the head and dropped. So I don't blame him whatsoever. It was a tall order taking this fight on short notice. I don't think he should have taken this fight on short notice. I said that before the fight in my prediction video, that he should not have taken this. It's so dumb. It makes sense because it's a big jump up the rankings. But Makwan Amirkhani could easily beat another guy outside the rankings at featherweight, get more of a paycheck. I doubt he'll get a fight of the night bonus because I reckon on this card there's probably going to be about 5 or 6 performance of the night bonuses going round because it was an amazing card. It was just amazing. There wasn't really too many fight of the nights. There was some good scraps. Listen, Rothwell versus Tybura was good as well. There was some good scraps. But I don't think they're going to give a fight of the night. So he's not going to get a 50k bonus. And he looked good on short notice to win the 3rd round, showing again how bad Edson Barboza's gas tank is in the 3rd round. But still, just not enough. Not enough whatsoever. He just wasn't tenacious enough on the takedowns. He didn't push forward. He needed to throw combinations. But it's just easier said than done for me to say that on the outside, not having Barboza swinging fucking body kicks towards me at full force. I would most likely shit my pants and shut up a little bit as well. But yeah, that's what you get, Makwan Amirkhani. Unfortunate. I wanted him to get the job done. He didn't get the job done, but these stats, 13-4 on strikes in the first, 12-3 on strikes in the second, and he knocked him down twice. 7-4 in the 3rd round. Makwan Amirkhani had 3 minutes of top control nearly, so I give Makwan Amirkhani that round. But still, one thing I do want to mention. Referees don't like grappling no more, eh? No more clinches, especially that one referee that we keep seeing nowadays on Fight Island. I don't like him. He's going to be a problem. If Usman needs to find out who that referee is and avoid him like the plague. If that referee is in the octagon for any of Usman's fights, Usman's never winning a fight again. That referee is changing the game single-handedly. He does not like grappling. Like, even if you're in full guard, fair play, Makwan Amirkhani wasn't doing too much damage. But there's certain positions you can't take away from people. You know? Like in the 3rd round, this is just one big chance and you stand it back up and Barboza kind of tees off on him for the last minute of the fight. I don't know. I know that Makwan wasn't being too active. I just feel like sometimes that's unfair. You know? That's where Makwan wants him. Maybe Makwan could have been saving all of his energy for the last minute of the fight where he was going to go all out and try and finish Barboza, and the referee steps in and stands it up and ruins his plans. I'm not saying that Makwan got robbed. I'm just saying the referees don't seem to like grappling too much anymore, and it's very noticeable. But still, Barboza 1st and 2nd round very easily. I thought it should have been scored 29-27. There was some 29-28 scorecards. 29-27 made sense to me. 3rd round Makwan. 1st round Barboza. 10-8 2nd round Barboza. Just plastered him. But listen, Makwan Amirkhani. Round of applause for Makwan Amirkhani, honestly. He showed up on short notice against Edson Barboza. And looked okay. And won the 3rd round on short notice. So good job, Makwan Amirkhani. Now do I believe that Edson Barboza takes the 3rd round off when he knows he's won the first 2? Yes, I thought he took the 3rd round off in the Dan Ige fight. That's never a good plan for the judges, is it, Edson Barboza? Okay, you should be fighting the entire time. You're a veteran. You should know this. But Barboza, when he knows he's won the first 2 rounds, he'll take the 3rd round off. He'll take it off. He did the same at Paul Felder. Like, he does get tired. But I've seen Barboza go for longer than that, you know? But I feel like if he's losing, he'll put more into the 3rd round. But because he's winning the first 2, he's kind of like, I have the energy to survive, so I'll just survive the 3rd round. Plus, I 10-8'd this guy in the 2nd, so there's no way he wins or even gets a draw for 10-8 in the 3rd round. So I'll just survive and win. Good play by Barboza. I get it. I don't think he's earned anyone high up the rankings, but definitely put Burgos versus Dan Ige on the prelims of the McGregor versus Poirier card in December, or if the McGregor-Poirier card's on the 19th, put it on the main card, Ige versus Burgos. I wouldn't mind, especially if it's on a fight night. Who knows what they're going to do with the McGregor-Poirier card. I hope it's on a pay-per-view. For God's sakes, there's no way it'd be on a fight night, so I don't even know why I mentioned it. Ige versus Burgos, headline in the prelims. Winner of that one gets Barboza. Winner of that one gets the winner of maybe the loser of the... Winner of that one gets a loser of Zabit versus Yair Rodriguez, maybe, something like that, and then we'll work our way through the division right now. But the featherweight division is going to be big. 2021 is the year of the featherweight division. We've been held up by Volkanovski versus Holloway for so long. I think 2021, the belt could probably change 3 times over. It's going to be a crazy year, and I'm looking forward to it. Featherweight's amazing right now, and Barboza right back in the mix, and yeah. Listen, if you have him, Ige versus Burgos, first of all, the reason why that's a good fight is because it's Ige versus Burgos winner. Great matchup, high up the rankings. But secondly, if Ige wins, that's storyline. The robbery, Barboza gets a chance to run it back. Ige versus Barboza, Ige gets a chance to write the score and change what people think about the fight. If Burgos wins, Burgos beat Makwan Amirkhani, Edson's last opponent. Burgos will have beat Dan Ige, which was also Edson's opponent before that one. So that would be a decent enough storyline to tie some things together as well. Just good stuff, man. Just really good stuff. Edson didn't even have to go into 2nd gear until the 3rd round, where he basically just went into 0th gear, if that even exists. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I picked Edson to win. He got it done. Thank you very much, Edson. You made me some good money. Like and subscribe. Toodle pip. Click that button up there. Yeah.